or with, a group of like-minded people. So these are what they are looking for. Not really anything to do with your academic potential. School is like just out. What they're
Oh.
looking for is someone who can lead, someone who can look at a problem and say, okay, this is a problem. We're going to look for a solution to it. Even if I have to do it alone, I am still going to go ahead and do it. If I succeed, fine. If I fail, I'll probably just try again. But then this is what they look for. Someone who has the qualities of a leader, and then someone who is interested in, empowering women, in changing the idea that people have of
come
women.
back to the feminine thing.
Exactly. It is not entirely feminist, like in the radical way, in quotes, of course.
Yes.
But then this is the idea, like help women to realize their potential, use it, and then get people to, do away with that stereotype that women always have to follow, they always have to be at the back, and yeah. So these are the basic qualities they look for. Maybe there are other qualities that the jury does not let us know about too, but then in general, this is what they aim for.
Well, if you look at it properly, I could fairly say that yes, it is not a radical feminine thing, but it's that idea that puts women at par with men out there. Women should start leading and not following, and women should do better than just being in the kitchen or being behind and do better. Okay, when you go with gender, I can really tag along a lot. So, Awa, what are some of the activities that have helped you stand out?
Basically, I've been working with young women and girls in both rural and urban Gambia, and presently I work with a network called Activist Steady Gambia. And what we do most of the time, we advocate for women farmers that are in the rural Gambia, because we believe they are the key producers of food, but yet they are the poorest within our communities. So what I do with my group is to campaign and see how these women farmers can be better helped to improve their agricultural productivity. And I do a lot of capacity building for young women and girls. Last year I was selected to be a British Council Global Change Maker, and upon my arrival to the Gambia, I was like saying, wow, I think I need to give back to my community. And what I did was to organize a capacity building training where young women and girls were represented in that capacity building training, because I believe knowledge is something that really, if you give knowledge to an individual, it will really empower her to be better, and it will empower her to take initiative in their communities. So basically, this is what I do, working with Activista as a blogger, and also doing a lot of capacity building training for young women and girls in the Gambia. Not basically centering around the urban Gambia, but as well the rural Gambia.
Impressive. Very, very, very impressive. Well, we've heard that from Awa herself. We're going to take a quick commercial break, put some money in the bank, as well as go with the Dealer's Take. MCR, if you're ready, we go with the Dealer's Take.
Be open. When I was much younger, as I earlier mentioned, my parents always urged me to be a lawyer. Right then, however, I just slightly considered it. Now I've chosen the media, but who knows? Being a lawyer may have been great for me, but since I was never really open to the idea, I guess I'll never know. Remember your values. If you would like to be involved with your family, you will not want a career that requires heavy travel. Take a very honest look at your priorities and understand how or if they'll be affected by the careers you consider. If a potential career will not allow you to live the way you want to, then you might want to check it off your list. Don't settle. If you have been searching hard and continue to be confused, don't give up and settle for something dissatisfying. That said, most of us have to work, and you may need to push through a job you actually hate for a while. If that's the case, find aspects of your current job that you enjoy. See if you can move into positions that allow you to work in those areas or gain skills to transfer to a new job. Switch careers. If you make a wrong turn, you are not stuck. You can change career paths at any time, and besides, it's normal to have several careers throughout a lifetime. Plus, many entrepreneurial people create independent careers out of their hobbies, education, and past work experience by simply starting a business. If they can, why can't you? Last word. The more effort you put into your search for the right career, the more you'll get out of it. Diligently invest your time and effort because change like this is rarely easy but often rewarding. And to our fans and viewers, yan lang pinekaw, so do have your say on topic suggestions for viewers' take, manam yan wahlingin buga madilan indil on our website www.thefatousshow.com or on our Facebook page, and I will definitely see to it. Well, there you have it for this week's segment of Viewers' Take on The Fatou Show. This time next week, inshallah, I'll be right back here.
Get ready to go to the next level. Unleash the power within. Power Play Energy Drink.
Welcome back to the Fatou Show. Just to remind you, today we're talking about the Miled Fellowship and Miled Fellows as well. And we've just seen the Viewers' Take talking about career path. My career path, to be honest, is what I chose to study is the law. And I'm currently doing my LLB at the University of the Gambia, which is, I really want to practice the law, and I really would practice the law, go all the way to PhD if possible, by the grace of God. And I have some very awesome young ladies here who have great career paths, choosing great career paths, and are also working towards other things, switching in between as well. And joining us right now, we have Aisha Keta, now working with the U.S. Embassy, I guess.
I'm working the coordinator IVLP Gambia and American Corner. It's under the U.S. Embassy, Banjo.
Great. Okay, welcome to the Fatou Show.
Thank you.
But before we go back to the Miled thing, Jama, career. What are your ideals towards career?
When I chose, when I sat down to choose what I wanted to do, I thought first about how useful it would be to me and the work I do. So the first thing that drove me towards choosing journalism and communication studies was my passion, because I realized the power of the media in, not just informing people, but also influencing their ideas and their thoughts. And I've been working in advocacy and activism since the age of 10, and I realized just how much impact, we have on the communities using the mass media. So I thought, why not go into journalism? And I had training from a very early age through the London Society weekend shows. So it was like always, every Saturday we're always at the radio. And that's where the love for media grew. And then I realized just how much I could use this as a tool to really spread my message, talk about the things that I'm interested in, whether it's women's empowerment, whether it's HIV and AIDS, or whatever it is I'm involved with at the time. So this is what drove me into journalism and mass communication. So for me, it's about passion. It's about doing what you love, because I believe you really go all out and give it your all if you really love what you're doing. But if you're just doing it to earn your money or something, you give it just what you've got at the time. But
that's
you
true.
Go all out
Happens.
and say, I will do my best. This is what I have, and you really go out and produce excellent results.
So, before we go to Aisha.
Okay. I just like to add on what Jama has rightly said. One of the most difficult things that young girls have is to choose a career. Sometimes people choose a career based on maybe their friends are doing mass communication and journalism, but they don't choose a career based on the passion that they have. But for me, I choose my career based on the passion I have on in development studies, because I've been working with a wide range of organizations, and I don't fancy sitting in offices with the air code thing and stuff like that. I always like to go in communities and know exactly what they're up to. That's why I chose these studies to do a development study course where I will explore my my talent, go in communities, work with them and not to work for them. Because if I have to sit in office and say I'm a development study student and start initiating policies, it won't work